Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team and the starting group for Athens. Pass to Bonga. Outside Jones. 5 on the clock. And there's the screen. To the wing, right side. And he misses his first shot. On offense, here is Athens. Here's Osman. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Takes a three. Osman, no good. Here's Bonga. Pass to Jones. Here's Bonga. Right side Jones. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
We played just over a minute here in the first. He shoots. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. Now here's Jones. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Here's Osman. Jacks up a three. He can't get it to go. Here's the break. Here's Bonga. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. And another miss by Athens.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
Here's the pick. Pass to Jones. Here's Bonga. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now, and he drops the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Here's Hernan Gomez. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Athens shooting their first foul shot of the night. And the free throw, no good. Pass to Ntilikina. The three is up. The rebound by Osman.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Home team foul. Jones. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jones with the ball. With the floater. The shot no good.
Remaining 2 minutes.
Got a piece of it.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Kept alive. Boom! He jammed it straight down.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Jones sets a screen. Beyond the arc. And Jones, good for 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Athens trails by 7. And there's a pick. A minute 9 left to play in the first. Shot clock at 6. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Osman's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
To the inside. And they're on the run. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Outside Jones. Over to the wing. Jones in the post. Soft touch off the glass. Jones has got 6. Athens trails by 4. Releases. Offensive rebound. Here's 7. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
It could go. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. They lead by 2. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
So on the floor for Athens. Hey, here's none for 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And here's Brown. Pokashevsky covering. Fires the 3. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. The 3. Lundberg's shot is off. Athens trails by 4. Counted from distance.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Here's Washington, and Washington powers it through.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Athens shooting their second and third shots at the line here. Good on both. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. It's Pokashevsky on the wing. Gets the 3 to fall. Pokashevsky's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Nunn. Launches a 3. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Lundberg. Pass to Pokashevsky. Just 4 to shoot. For 3. The shot, no good. Athens trails by 4. There's a screen. Hey, here's none for 3. On target from range.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Pokashevsky, the pass to Washington. Back to Pokashevsky. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Pokashevsky's got 6 here in the quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
And stolen by Nunn. Pass to Brown. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's Lundberg. Offline with a three. Lundberg's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Oh, swiped away. Here we go. Washington against Brown. From outside the arc. And it's Washington missing. On offense, here is Athens. Trailing by 2. Blocked! And that goes out of bounds. Now keep possession. Hey, here's none for 3. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Oh, it's stolen away. 40 seconds left to play in the first half. Down low. It's intercepted. And they're on the break. Here's Lundberg. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
Outside none. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. In transition, here they come. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. He got it up. He can't get that one to fall. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Up by 1. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And so it's Athens with it. It's a 1-point game. And it's Jones in at the 4-man spot. They get it back.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And for Athens, and the foul on Omer Yurtseven. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Jones sets a screen. Here's Ntilikina. Out to the wing. Here's Bonga. Off target from outside. And so it's Athens with it. They trail by 1. And it's Jones in at power forward. And for Athens, pass to Jones. They set the screen. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Good D by Yurtseven.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Athens shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. From deep. He drops it from range.
And they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Jones drives in. That one goes in. Jones has got 5 points.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
A deep three. The rebound by Bonga. Bonga's got 4 rebounds in the game.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
Pass to Jones. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Athens. Hernan Gomez inside. Here's 7, a screen on Jones. Osman on the wing. He has 7. Jones with some nice D.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter. Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Back to your 7. They need this. And the layup is good. Your 7's got his second basket on the night.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Outside Jones. Pass to Bonga.
2 minutes.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
First personal foul, second team.
Athens trails by 7. Looking to get it going. And he connects with a jumper. 1:50 left to play in the third quarter here. Outside Jones. Now Jones. He's got 6.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
To the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's 7. Passes to Osman. 6 on the shot clock. The three-pointer off the mark.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
To the inside.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Jones in the post. Right wing. He's covered by your 7. It's hauled in by Athens. Your 7's got his 5th rebound in this one. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Defended by Jones. Down low. And your 7 gets it to go. Your 7's gotten 4 this quarter.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Ntilikina. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. And some changes here for Athens. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. And we've reached the end of the third. They're up 7. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So on the floor for Athens. Picked by Pokashevsky. Ntilikina. Pass to Pokashevsky. From outside, off the mark.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Second chance shot. Offensive board. Kick out to Brown. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Washington's checked in for Ntilikina. Outside none. Fires from deep. Hits a three-pointer.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Pass to Lundberg. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. 5 to shoot. Washington, a screen on none. Washington outside. Knocks down the triple.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Driving to the basket. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Nunn defends. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Pass to Pokashevsky. Wide open. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's Brown. There's the drive. And he makes it.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Pass to Lundberg. Picked by Pokashevsky. Tries to keep it alive. Brown with it. Picked up by Pokashevsky. To the paint. Back to Brown. Outside none. They set the pick. Inside. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Washington outside. Drives to the hoop. And Washington powers it through.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the... Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Here's Pokashevsky. No good with the triple. Athens trails by 3. Going inside, and he jams it home with authority.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
And they're pushing it up, and he dunks it down. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Washington drives in, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Well, no doubt about those free throws coming up big in the clutch.
He's guarded by Washington. Puts up a 3. He's off on that one. Pass to Pokashevsky. 4 on the clock. And connects from downtown.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done.
Washington outside. Back to Pokashevsky. The three. It's hauled in by Athens.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
Fires in the triple. And so they get the victory here at home. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd.
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Jones. Connects from three-point range.
Can't leave anyone uncovered around Ntilikina. He is so adept at exploiting situations like that.
There's Cannon with the three. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. An even 3-on-3 break. Jones kicks to Jones. Back Back to Jones. Off target at the rim. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Lets the three fly. And Jones pulls it down. Outside, Jones. Screen by Jones. Jones, the pass to Jones. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Jones. There's the screen. There's the three. That shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Bonga. Shot from the top of the key. Count that one. Here's Cannon. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Here's Bonga. Pass to Davies. Here's Ntilikina. Here's Davies. A three-pointer is right on target.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Cannon. Banked in off the glass. Cannon's got 5 points so far.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Screen by Jones. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. High arcing shot. Takes it inside. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Jones has gone 3 for 5 from the field. Back to Cannon. Puts up a deep three. And Jones pulls it down.
Away team foul. Cannon. First personal foul. First team foul.
The visitors on defense. 9-point game. And Jones with the stuff.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Pass to Bonga. 34 seconds left in the first. Here's Ntilikina. Screen by Jones. 5 on the clock. Here's the three. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Here's Bonga. Cranes the three-pointer. Bonga's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Lundberg. And there's the drive. Power down with both hands.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Inside, here's Pakusevsky, rebounded by Boy.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And good that time.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Kalinic off target with his three. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Now, here's Washington. He's covered closely. Pass to Lundberg. Shot clock at 6. Takes the three. And the ball goes out of play following the shot.
Away team ball.
On Saturday, then on Saturday. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Teodosic. Scoreless thus far. Dos Santos. He's covered by Washington. Here's Boy, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Washington. And he banks in the layup. Washington's got his first basket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Okrzewski with the ball. One-on-one fast break. Dos Santos. He's covered by Washington. Dos Santos. To the middle. It's tipped.
2 minutes remaining.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pakusevsky grabs the miss.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Kalinic. A three-pointer off the mark.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting him with all of these misses.
There's the triple, and he's good on the three ball. He's got 9.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. There's 57 seconds left in the first half.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, he'll take it. And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Second team foul.
pass that long had better be on target. Otherwise, it's impossible to make a play.
Releases. Dos Santos drills the three-pointer.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's Lundberg. Pass to Pakusevsky. Now, here's Washington. D right on him. 6 to shoot. Launches a three. And no good. And so that's the end of the first half. They lead by 14. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
23. Please direct your attention to center court.
I always like to play other good teams. To be the best, you have to beat the best. We'll see if they accept the challenge.
Iron sharpens iron, right, Shaq? And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the home team. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Hart.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We've got Ntilikina. He's out there with Jones. And it's Davies in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Teodosic. Here's Ballin Boy. No good with the triple. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Jones. He's guarded closely. Bonga deciding where to go with it. Pass to Davies. And here's the fast break.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
Here's Jones driving inside. The offensive rebound. Here's Davies. Takes the three. Doesn't go for him. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
He lobs it up.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. There's the steal. And they're moving it up. There's the triple. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Jones, the pass to Davies. Back to Jones. Pass to Jones. Here's Bonga. He's got 5. Shot clock at 5. Shoots. Jones, no luck. Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. To the paint. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 6 points for him.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Away team foul. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's the screen. Ntilikina kicks to Davies. The three. A shot off that time. And down it goes. jamming that one home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
That one goes in.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
And here's Jones. He's got 7, and the 3 ball is good. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Your dance team. All right, let's keep it going for your dancers.
1:16 left here in the third quarter. In the corner, Cannon with it. 5 to shoot. Davies grabs the miss. Davies has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Neely Keena kicks to Jones. To the inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Cannon. He has 5. Looking to end the run. Davies grabs the miss. Davies has got his 5th rebound in this one. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jones, no luck. And it's blocked. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
Lets it go from deep. Hits it from 3-point range. 8 points for him. Here's Bunga. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Now, here's Washington. Defense is right there. Pakusevsky, the pass to Washington. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. To the wing right side. No good on the triple. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Pushing it up. And he gets the bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Back to Teodosic. Here's Bowling Boy. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Pass to Lundberg. Here's Pakusevsky. Bangs home the trifecta.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Now, here's Washington. He's guarded closely.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Here's Nedovic. Lays it up off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Pass to Lundberg. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Three-pointer. No good that time.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Fires away from way outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
Partizan with the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Nedovic misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
To the paint. Uses both ends to slam it down.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Dos Santos. He's covered by Washington. Here's Bowling Boy. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Right wing. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Clock at 6. They get it back to the left side wing. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Bowling Boy. Launches it. No good that time.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Partizan can't hit. Pass to Nedovic. Here's Teodosic. Here's Bowling Boy. Defended by Pokashevsky. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
That shot, no good. From deep three-point territory. Offensive rebound. Bowling Boy kicks to Nedovic. Fires from way out. He got it!
Goodness.
Wow, way outside!
When in doubt, just do something spectacular.
And so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
out there and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Three-pointer. First shot won't go. He's covered by your 7. From behind the arc. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. On offense, here is Athens. Back to Osman. From deep three-point land. It's not going to go for him. They get the rebound, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And just about a minute into this first quarter. He's covered by your 7. Clock at 6. Hey, from beyond the arc.
Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
Osman on the wing. The 3 ball. That shot, no good. Just over a minute and a half in. The offensive rebound. Fires the 3. Hits the trifecta.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start. This ball game.
On offense, here is Athens. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for him. Fires the 3. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Let's go with a 3. That one is off. On offense, here is Athens. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. You're 7 down low. Another shot. He squares up and sinks it. They set a pick to the left side wing. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Lets it go from deep. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by your 7. Here's Hernan Gomez. Unable to get the go-ahead bucket there.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Drains the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Lets the three fly. Sinks it from distance. He's got 5.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
4-3. Nails it from 3.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
51 seconds left in the first quarter. Knocks it down from distance.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
There's a screen. Down low. Off target from three-point range. On offense, here is Athens. They trail by 1, so they take the lead.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Beyond the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Yurtseven a screen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. They're up by 2, and back in a moment as we'll get underway with... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Teodosic. No good from outside. Oh, wow!
Incredible!
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Shot from the wing. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Off the mark there with a 3. Here's Nedovic. Three-pointer, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
That shot off. Here's Teodosic. Yet to see a basket. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Nedovic. The 3 is up. Brown with some nice D. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
From the arc. And the pass goes out of bounds. They'll turn it over. All right, a chance to check out the upcoming schedule for Athens. On Sunday, Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Now here's Nunn, tightly guarded, launches it. The shot comes out. Here's Nedovic. Nunn defends. Defended by Brown. 6 to shoot. Teodosic. Three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Athens with it. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Athens trails by 3. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
It's stolen away. It's 2-on-1.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Up the floor. Picked it out of midair. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Athens shooting their first free throw of the night. They've been behind for a few minutes now.
And I think that's about to change.
Now here's none. 1:46 left in the second period. And the jumper is good.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Nunn defends. It's hauled in by Athens.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And that misses. That would have put him up.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. First one falls for him. Both shots good from the strike. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. That three's off the mark. And there's a pick. Teodosic drills it from deep. He's got 5.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And another miss by Athens.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Driving inside.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now. Now Yurt-7. And he banks in the layup. Yurt-7's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Takes a 3. The rebound by Osman.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
For the lead. Knocks down the long J.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
And for Athens, they set the pick. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Athens with it. 2-point game. Here's the 3. Four on the clock. No good.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Oh, a really deep three that time. He's got 6.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the three. That's a dangerous proposition.
To the paint. There's the steal. Now here's your 7. Not a lot of room. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Kept alive. Osman on the wing. There's the triple. Can't get it to drop.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To the inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Six on the shot clock. Releases. Buries the jump shot. Osman's got his first basket. No good on the triple.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. This one for 3. Osman with the bucket. And now it's a 6-point Athens lead.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Picked his pocket. To the middle. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. He's got 11.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
They swipe it. Drops in the 3. And it's now only a 1-point Athens lead.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
3-pointer. And Yurt-Seven gets it to go. Yurt-Seven's got his second bucket on the night.
Their defensive effort is certainly lacking since halftime. They need to wake up.
The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half. 5 overall.
Shot clock at 6. It's scooped up. Out to the right wing. And the 3-pointer goes.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
There's the 3. They grab their own miss. From downtown, it doesn't go for him. Oh, he's clobbered, and he'll get 3 shots at the line. It's going to go on Omer Yurt-Seven. And he can't get the first one. So both teams changing it up here. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's Athens leading by a point. We've got more in... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Nunn's gone 1 for 3 from the field here.
The officials were right on top of that one.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Athens.
All game long, they had great energy, leading to ample second chance opportunities, and they converted.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Tries again, and yep, it's good. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
Here's Teodosic, defended by Brown. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Outside Nunn. He buries it from 3.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Nunn's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Takes the 3. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's the pick. Jacks up a 3. No good on the shot.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Defended by Brown. Six on the shot clock. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Athens. Left side Nunn. It's picked off. Finished off the break.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Oh, wow! Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. From deep, pure from three-point range.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Off target with the 3.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Here's Nedovic, defended by Brown. There's the triple. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Athens trails by 7. Wide open look. The shot no good. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
Oh, wow!
Boy, nobody between him and the basket on the break, and the pass was right where it needed to be.
Here's the 3. Buries it from 3.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the 4th, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Man, oh man, that's just absurd range. He can pull it up and hit it from just about anywhere.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Really left him alone that time.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, B.A. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game.
Fires from way outside. Misses there. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. Ntilikina out there with Jones. Then it's Jones. And it's Davies in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Osman. Stolen. There's the lob to the hoop. Jones, the pass to Ntilikina. Here's Bonga. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Traps in the tray.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Davies. The 3. Jones, no luck. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Davies. Missed inside. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Here's Lucas. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Jones. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Athens. Here's Osman. Good. Nice job down low. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Here's Ntilikina. Lets the three fly. Jones, no luck. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. That's tipped. Here's Jones. Pass to Yurtsevin. A finish. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Bonga. Athens getting their last shot to go. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Ntilikina. Knocks down the three ball.
Man, good to see Ntilikina square up from deep. Has the size and touch needed to knock home these threes.
Hernan Gomez with a screen on Jones. Here's Osman. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Poke loose. Pass to Davies. And Jones has it in the corner. And it's Jones finishing it off.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bonga. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Bonga's got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Back to Osman. Three-pointer. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Bonga gets the bucket.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And here's Hernan Gomez outside. And rebounded by Davies. Jones drives in. And Jones slams it in.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Yurtsevin with the bucket. Yurtsevin's got his second bucket.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Jones kicks to Davies. Great look there, but off target.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's the break. And here we go. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
None against Washington. Good on the triple.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Lundberg. He's covered by Brown. Kusevsky at 3 off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Off on the layup.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Athens trails by 7. Stolen by Washington. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Lundberg. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. There's Brown with the 3. Athens with another miss. Here's Lundberg. Sinks the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
None can't get it to fall.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Lundberg. Pass to Washington. Out left of the wing. Clock at 4. He was all alone on that one. He has 5.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
They need this. Gets it to go. That one good from Nunn.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Launches from deep. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field.
Remaining in the first half.
Pass to Pakusevsky. Nailed from three-point land.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions. Yeah, they've got a lot of terrain to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do just that.
Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. 1:31 left now here in the second. Brown wide open. He fires. They get the rebound. That one, no good. Pass to Pakusevsky. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Pakusevsky's got his first points of the night.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Nunn can't get it to fall. 52 seconds left in the first half of the game. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Nunn. Dives for it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nunn. Here's Lundberg. He's covered by Brown. to the left wing. 29 seconds left in the first half. 6 to shoot. A three-pointer, no good. Athens trails by 18. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Back to Washington. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Up by 16. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Thanks for stopping.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively. Nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And we've got the playoff picture starting. That'll do it for our show tonight.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And here is Athens now. They trail by 16. We've got Yurtsevin, and it's Lucas in at the point guard position.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
They've got Jones. Jones is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Davies in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. Lucas passes to Hernan Gomez. Pass to Osman. Hernan Gomez with a screen on Jones. That's good by Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Jones with it. Pass to Ntilikina. Back to Jones. From outside the arc. Bonga, no good. Athens trails by 11. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. He's got 5.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Jones for 3, and it's Osman with the rebound. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Athens.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Kicks it out to Jones. Outside, Jones. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
And Jones pulls it down.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Ntilikina. They grab their own miss. Pass to Jones. Who's back up? He takes it up and lays it in. Ntilikina's got 5.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Jones, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
And that one is good. Yurtseven's got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Jones, no luck.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Oh, An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
There's 1:47 left in the third. Here's Ntilikina. He's got 5.
And they needed that. Their lead is getting smaller by the minute.
Yeah, I agree with you. Good possession there. They had to stem the tide of this comeback a little bit, and I think they did with that play there.
Pass to Osman. From deep. It's good from long range. 10 points for him.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Ntilikina kicks to Davies. Goes up on the wing, and the jumper is good. Davies has got 6.
Yeah, I like the feel Ntilikina showed there. I mean, nice sense of where he was and what was available.
Can't tie it up as that one's no good. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Pass to Bonga. Now here's Jones. Here's Bonga. Here's Ntilikina to the right side. Jones for 3. And he gets it back. Davies, the pass to Bonga. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Jones slams it in.
Ntilikina working in the pick and roll. Fun to watch. Excels at firing passes through the defense right on time.
Slukas passes to Hernan Gomez. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Up by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. Now, Washington. Pokusevski in the corner. Here's Lundberg. He's covered by Brown. Back to Pokusevski. Just 5 to shoot. Offline with his 3. Athens trails by 5. Oh, and there he puts it down! Oh, my goodness. And a big-time jam right there. Here's Lundberg out to the right wing. He's covered by Brown. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Athens. 6-point game.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
There's the 3. It's hauled in by Athens.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the 3-point lane.
Second chance shot, and it's blocked. We're just over 1.5 minutes now into the fourth. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Pass to Nunn. To take the lead. It doesn't go for him.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Washington against Nunn. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Defended by Pokusevski. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it. You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
And it's a completely new group for Athens.
One shot. Substitution.
Diversified scoring in this one for them.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
So the wing on the left fires the three. Hands it from downtown.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Lucas, he's covered by Washington. It's Lucas. Lundberg grabs the rebound. We've got 1:08 left to play in the final quarter.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Athens with another miss. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pokusevski in the corner. And the three off target. Puts up a three. That's a miss. And with it, he is 5 for 9. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Latrey buries it from three-point range.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have...
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening. Well,
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Jones is out there with Ntilikina. Then it's Jones. And it's Davies in at the center, filling out the middle. Cannon can't hit. Here's Jones. Misses in close.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Intercepted. It's Jones on the wing. Jones sets the pick for Jones. Misses the three.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Cannon. Down low. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Defended by Jones. And Jones pulls it down. Here's Ntilikina. Jones looking for an opening. It's blocked.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Here's Cannon, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. There's the pick to the middle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Inside, here's Jones, and then Jones with the jam.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Cannon from past the arc. Offensive rebound. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Bonga, no good. to Cannon. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside, Jones to the middle. Jones kicks to Jones. Five to shoot. Davies, the pass to Jones. Top of the key jumper, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
They can get back in front with some points right here.
Yeah, they got behind, but really hung in there and didn't let the score get out of hand.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Taking 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. No good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Cannon. Lets it go with the 3. No good that time. Here's Bonga. Lets it go from the wing. The second chance effort. Jones, no luck. Jones has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. And he drives in, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Jones sets the pick for Jones. Jones kicks to Davis. Drills it from outside.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Defended by Jones. Six on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out to the wing. Screen by Jones. This one for 3. No good there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. They're up by 1. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's really hard to get foul calls on the road. Credit them for being so aggressive.
They set the pick. Teodosic, the pass to Bollenboy. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here he goes, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Pass to Nedovic. Here's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Nedovic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now, here's Washington. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Lundberg. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And made only about a quarter of their shots in the first. Totally flat, but they bounced back and built a lead here with a much better second quarter.
Here's Bollenboy. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Now, here's Washington. Guarded closer. No coverage that side. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Kalinic Hits it from three-point range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Back to Washington. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Kalinic takes it off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position. Screen.
Now, here's Washington. Tight defense on him. Okushevsky in the corner. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Over to the wing, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
1:30 left to play in the first half. And it's Washington missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
To the inside. Dos Santos. Pass to Nedovic. Here's Bollenboy. Here's Teodosic. He's covered by Washington. Teodosic, the pass to Bollenboy. And a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in. Bollenboy's got his third basket of the night right there. Bollenboy's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Here's Lundberg. Here's Pokusevski. And his first shot of the game, no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Pass to Lundberg. Knocks it loose. And here is Washington. Sinks the triple. Washington's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
There's a good screen. Clock is at 3. For the 3. That one, no good. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And that is it for halftime, folks.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pass to Cannon.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. They've got Jones. Ntilikina out there with Jones. And it's Bonga in at the small forward position. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Ntilikina. Back to Jones. Pulls it from 20. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Can't leave anyone uncovered around Ntilikina. He is so adept at exploiting situations like that.
Jones looking for an opening. The 3 ball. Gets a hand on it. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it in.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Buries it from 3-point range.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
On Sunday and then on Tuesday, he's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight.
For the away team,
First one falls for him.
Ntilikina at the line for 2.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 90 seconds now into the second half. They set the pick to the paint. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Jones slams it home.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
First team foul. At the line for 2, Cannon.
And that one falls for Cannon. And so Cannon nails both of them.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Jones dishes to Davies. Over to the left wing. Back to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses the wing J.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he be a little bit more selective tonight.
It's tipped. Here's Cannon. Out to the right wing. There's a screen. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Fast break. Here we go. Down low. Defended by Jones. To the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. Drops in the layup for 2. 6 points for him.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Bonga driving the lane. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And here's the fast break. Jones kicks to Davies. There's the pick. All alone. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Davies has got 7. It's a close game here in LA. It's deflected. Now Jones. He's got 8. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Outside, Jones, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
Coming out of the
And so here's the home team. They trail by 1. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Defended by Jones. To the wing right side. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Davies grabs the miss. Outside, Jones. Here's Ntilikina. And that one released in time, but no good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. They're up by 1. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th.
Well, that's pretty good defense there to meet him at the rim. But that was just an outstanding finish.
Pass to Cannon. Out to the right wing. Tries from 16. That shot off.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And here is Washington. He locks up the alley-oop pass. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Pass to Cannon to tie it up. And the 3-ball is good. And it's all knotted up.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Number 7. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Oh, trying for it. And it's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Home team on D. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Clock at 6. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Now, here's Washington. He started closer. There's a good screen.
They've gotten careless, Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Offensive rebound. That shot, no good. Pass to Lundberg. For 3. Kept alive. Five on the clock. No good. Shot missing. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2. And both free throws good for Pokusevski. 1:52 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Teodosic to the inside. Here we go, one-on-one. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Here's Nedovic. And a great assist by Teodosic as that one goes in. Teodosic has got 3 assists tonight. They set the pick. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lundberg. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here. Kennedy's checked in for Teodosic. And he makes both free throws. 1:10 left in the game.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
As big a basket as that was, the free throw probably even bigger. Now you've got a 2-possession lead all of a sudden.
Pass to Jones. Here's Lundberg. Back to Jones. Got it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the screen. To the middle. Here's Bowling Boy. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. 19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So it gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
And so they get the victory here at home. They didn't make it.
Everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports, thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team, and the starting group for Athens. Jetty Osman out there with Omer Yurtseven. And it's Nunn in at the 2-guard spot. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. Osman, no good. Shoots. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Outside Nunn. And there's the screen. Launches a 3. That shot missing. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Nunn defends. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Now here's Nunn. He's covered closely. From the arc. And another miss by Athens.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Hits the three-pointer.
And that gets us rolling. Ooh, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Yurtseven a screen. Fires from deep. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
They get it again. Over to the left wing. Off target from three-point range. On offense, here is Athens. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. There's a screen. Puts up a 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Inside. And stolen by Nunn. Now here's Yurtseven. Pass to Osman. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes.
Takes the 3. That shot, no good. Nunn defends. To the left wing. Fires for 3. Drops in the 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Athens trails by 3. We've got 1:28 left in the first. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good. Nunn defends. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Athens. Takes a 3. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor.
And to put things simply, this has not been his board.
The 3 is up. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Athens trails by 3. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
26 seconds left to play in the first. And another miss by Athens.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
They set the pick. Let's go with a 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Up by 3. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook that, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And for Athens, launches it, doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. They set the screen to the wing on the left. Here's Nedovic. And a miss there on the triple. And Brown has got the ball here for Athens. They trail by 3. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. And here's the fast break. Out to the wing. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
There's the 3. Offensive rebound. The 3. Counted from distance.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Puts up a deep 3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Fires away from way outside and unable to corral the miss as it goes out of play. All right, a chance to check out the upcoming schedule for Athens on Thursday and then on Sunday.
The upside of road trips like the one they have scheduled is you really get a chance to come together as a team. It's a great way to get closer with your squad and build trust among your teammates.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. That evens the score.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And again, it's Athens with a 3.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
To the right side. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Down low. No good from outside. On offense, here is Athens. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Over to the wing. Six to shoot. And the 3 off target.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Here's Teodosic, defended by Brown. Offline with a 3.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Fires the three. That shot is off.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Here's Nedovic. There's a screen. The steal. Pass to Brown. The three. Offensive rebound. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Athens leading by a point. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Well, I think for the home team, they're playing well right now. It's a testament to the work ethic of the players and the coaches. Everybody's on the...
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one, Kenny. You're the...
Thanks for joining us.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. To the wing, right side. Pulls it from the corner. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. And so it's Athens with it. They lead by 1. And for Athens, we've got Omer Yurtseven, and it's Osman in at the power forward position. Puts up a deep three. The shot no good. Into the lane.
Athens foul call. First personal foul. First team foul.
They set the screen. Fires in the triple. He has 6.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
So on the floor for Athens, Omer Yurtseven out there with Jetty Osman. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the small forward. Here's Osman. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. From downtown. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Just lost his head out there. It will happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. He takes it in. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Now here's Nunn, guarded closely. For 3. Hernan Gomez on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up. And he can't get that one.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And there's the screen. That 3's off the mark.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Yurtseven a screen. Back to Nunn. Pass to Osman. The 3 is up. They get it back. Another shot. And Yurtseven gets it to go.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out. You get your feelings hurt.
Nunn defends. From behind the arc. Sinks the tray. 6 points for him.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Osman. Off with the layup.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. And he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
Fires the three. It's hauled in by Athens. Yurtseven's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Going inside. From the high post. Drained it for 2 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Three-pointer, no good.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Outside Nunn. Here's Osman. Softly drops in the floater. Osman's got his first 2 points of the night.
Let's just say this hasn't been his quarter. Yeah, he's shooting 20% in it so far.
From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Athens. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Yurtseven finds Nunn. 4-3, knocks it down from distance. Nunn's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
No, he's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Hits the trifecta.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
He can't get it to go, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Leading by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming. 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Athens trails by 5. Outside, Brown. Off target from outside. And for Athens, misses the 3. This one for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
There's the drive. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
To the inside. That shot off. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks it from distance.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Oh, big finish.
Wow. Okay, I see you.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And they take the lead.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And that one's good. Teodosic. And Brown has got the ball here for Athens. 2-point game. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. From outside the arc. Puts up a three. Clock at 6. Here's Teodosic. Let's go with a three. The shot won't fall.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Nedovic. Tipped. Outside, Brown. Driving in. Good work there as it goes. Brown's got his first points in this one.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Fires for 3. Drills it from deep.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Athens trails by 3. 1:16 left in the fourth. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Three-pointer off the mark. And he sinks it. Oh, an enormous three-pointer.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's Nedovic. Driving inside. Money. .36 seconds left in the game. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
They set a pick. Over to the left wing. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Here's the three. It's not going to go for him. And so the home crowd treated to a win. This one was in the balance right until the...